Good afternoon, Key Biscayne. I'm Charles Press, your police chief, and today's date is September the 12th, Tuesday. This is our latest update that we could give you from the government of Key Biscayne. We're back in track, and we have been back since early yesterday morning, as you all well know. I know you've seen us. I know you've seen the machines being pushed through the village. We continue to work on a 24-hour basis to try and get the village up as quickly as possible. Our government offices are currently closed today, but we will be open for business tomorrow, first thing for any and all business you all have with our government. A few things we do have to talk about, something extremely important. Miami-Dade County has lifted the curfew throughout Miami-Dade County. The village of Key Biscayne has chosen to do the same thing, so there will no longer be a curfew. If you need employees coming over here, if you need workers, we will no longer be manning the checkpoint. However, we will be highly visible to ensure that anybody coming over here for the wrong reasons will see a tremendous amount of police power, and we will keep that message consistent for quite a few days to come so that they know we're out and about and we're here to protect the citizens of Key Biscayne. Earlier today, we put out a message that Miami-Dade was asking for a precautionary water boil. That is no longer necessary. Miami-Dade County has certified that all of their water is good. It's all drinkable. There is no longer an advisory for our water. Speaking of water, the beaches are going to take a couple days to be tested. So Miami-Dade County is asking residents who are going out and going to the beaches, please be very aware that we cannot tell you whether or not those beaches are safe to be in. That water could be contaminated. There was a lot of work, a lot of motion going on in the storm. So please allow the county a couple days before you expose yourself or your children to maybe some type of contaminated water. Power. That's a very, very important question to a lot of our residents. Key Biscayne has 7,700 accounts with Florida Power and Light. As of this moment, all but 2,500 of those accounts have received their power back. That translates into 32%. 32% of our folks still don't have power. FP&L cannot give us an idea of when we will all get our power back. They are fighting with a statewide demand for resources. We must keep in mind, as frustrating as it is, this hurricane hit the entire state of Florida, and with it, every resource in rebuilding is going to the entire state. So for those 32%, and by the way, your government offices also, police department, fire department, we are also without electricity and waiting for FP&L. But what they have suggested is we might all be powered up by Sunday. As we meet and continue to discuss with our FP&L reps, we'll get back to you any information as quickly as possible. From our friends at the fire department, some things to remember post-storm. Extremely important. The heat is unbearable, and as you're working to clean up your yards and work on your trees and work to get your house back in order, hydrate, hydrate, and hydrate. Do not become a victim of heat exhaustion. It could happen before you know it. Heat exhaustion could lead to a very critical illness or possibly death. So you must continue to hydrate. When it comes to portable generators, do not run a generator inside your home or in your garage. We're talking about carbon monoxide at the very least, along with potential fire hazards. So please make sure your generators are only run outside. Keep it at least 10 feet away from your home. Your generator should be kept at least 10 feet away from your home. Turn them off during refueling. Do not overload the generator with multiple outlets. You want to make sure you have refrigeration for your food. If at all possible, you want to be able to air condition at least one room with a small air conditioner. But make sure you're safe about it, smart about it. The inconvenience is not worth a hazard happening to you and your families. Something extremely important when we're out of power is how to maintain sanitary conditions. You should be washing your hands consistently. Storms provide opportunities for a tremendous amount of bacteria in everything we touch. When we go to shopping centers, when we go to stores, gas stations, they're all somewhat contaminated at this point. Wash your hands before you eat, before you put anything in your mouth. Please take care, because once one person in your household gets sick, that could spread quickly to the entire household. Even more important, down power lines. We're currently working an area on Key Biscayne where we have one. If you see a down power line or any type of line, you need to call us immediately. Now, I know we have a lot of power line issues because FP&L told us that. That's the reason that we're still dealing with a lot of these outages that we have. So call 911 immediately. Do not approach the power lines, and we will send fire and police immediately to secure the area. FP&L does have emergency crews just to deal with power lines. So they will send somebody to respond as quickly as possible. In closing, I think we all did a tremendous job of weathering this storm. Key Biscayne got extremely lucky. We're very blessed. Our resources are strong. Our government is pushing 24 hours a day to get you back. Please be patient with us. We're there. Your government, your council, everybody is working hard to get Key Biscayne back up, beautiful, and running as soon as possible. Take care and have a safe and great day.